So, yeah, we're not done. We're back again because I went to see if there was anything you get for 100%ing this game. Mm-hmm. So I did that, as you can see in the settings. I have all the data.
So what's this data that we need to look at?
So the data that we got is all of the pictures. So I guess we'll just go one by one, just to show everything. You know, we have the desktop, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, Monica with all the same models from the original. And there's the chibis. And then there's Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica again. The plus designs. This is what we got for doing all of, like, the side stories. These cute little wallpapers.
Oh, I never noticed that before.
Which one?
If you go to Natsuki.
Oh, yeah, she's, like, taking a selfie.
Well, not just that, but when she, like, takes the flash, the background is also flashing.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this is, finish the poem game in 20 seconds or less.
I'll just speed run through it.
Yeah, that's actually the name of the achievement that you get for doing that. It's called any % speedrun. Mm-hmm. Select the word kawaii during the poem game. Sayori's first poem, second poem, trust. Natsuki's first poem, second poem, third poem. Natsuki's special poem, acquired by writing all 3 poems for her. Balance. Yuri's first poem, second poem, third poem. The special poem for writing all 3 for her. Yeah, apparently, I don't think we've ever seen this poem. Like, even in our original playthrough. Because you get this one... I only got this one by writing a poem for a different girl each time. And there's the special poem, an unusual poem that you get in Act 2. Monica's first, second, third. First poem, but unique to Act 2. Act 3, this is Team Salvato's note. This is Monica's note when you don't get the good ending. If you acquire all of Sayori's poems, you get this one. These are Natsuki's special poem, Yuri's, and then Monica's. Then all the CGs, which we've seen already a million times. And then we have all the special poems. Can You Hear Me? This one that says nothing is real. But then, like, if you manipulate the photo, there's actually, like, a whole-ass poem here.
Yeah. Not a poem, but, like...
Yeah, it's like a file. Today I cut my skin open for the first time. It was exhilarating. I think I understand how something feels now. I'm supposed to be the responsible one, though, so I don't think I'll be doing it again unless I decide to kill myself. I left a memento of the occasion below.
Is that, like, manipulable as well? Is there anything that, like, gets revealed there, too, or no?
Nah, I don't know. I don't know about that one. Alright, I have a story about this one. Mm-hmm. So I was trying to get the last special poem, not the one that you get by just reloading Act 2 over and over, but, like, just one of the ones that randomly appear, for the longest time. Little did I know, I was getting it almost every time. It's just that to get this one, it says stare at the dot to reveal a special message. There's a dot there, and you have to wait for 10 seconds for that I love you message to pop up, and the poem doesn't unlock in the gallery unless you do that.
Wait, but then how do you... Oh, so...
Because you can just skip it. So if you skip it before the dot turns into I love you, it doesn't count.
Oh, so when it gets revealed at first, you have to stare at it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I just thought that was stupid, because I was like, I got the poem, fucking just whatever. A joke.
You gotta go through everything.
A man walked into a club. In the club there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, and then she liked him even more. One day the girl realized she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time.
That sounds like Natsuki.
I think that's Monica.
Monica's the only one that fucking does the programming bullshit.
Yeah, but she killed herself.
Monica?
Yeah. Well, we kill her, but she allows herself to stay dead. Because it seems like she still has some sort of sentience within the program, even after we delete her. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was talking and watching TV. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there were nails sticking out of the walls everywhere. There was also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke, and everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on the TV. So the laughing was not part of the dream, it was the noise that woke me up. I wonder who that person was and how they know to tell a joke at that moment. Things I like about Papa. I like when Papa comes home early. I like when Papa cooks me dinner. I like when Papa gives me allowance. I like when Papa spends time with me. I like when Papa asks me about my friends. I like when Papa asks me about anything. I like when Papa gives me lunch money. I like when Papa comes home before sundown. I like when Papa cooks. I like when Papa gives me privacy. I like when Papa doesn't tell me how to dream. Dream? Yeah. No, dress. I'm sorry. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my friends. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my hobbies. I like when Papa comes home without waking me up. I like when Papa keeps food in the house. I like when Papa uses his inside voice. I like when Papa leaves my stuff alone. I like when Papa accidentally drops coins in the couch. I like when Papa is too tired to notice me. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. Damn. I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency room.
Oh, well, there I go.
Another one called A Dream. I was wandering an abandoned warehouse at night. I was lost, looking for an exit, and I just wanted to go home. I came upon a huge empty room, its ceilings and walls beyond the deep blackness. My steps were quick in order to hurry to the other side or to a wall, anything. Suddenly, the ground was no longer beneath my feet. I stepped into a hole of indeterminate width. I fell for a good 5 seconds before crashing into warm water. Figuring out which way was up, I surfaced myself. The air was humid, and the sounds of my splashing reverberated endlessly. My vision was completely swallowed by the dark. With one hand, I could feel the damp metal wall of the container. My lungs were already getting tired. And then this was the secret poem that you unlock by reloading Act 2 over and over. For some reason, this counts as a secret poem. And then we have all the backgrounds. And then for using Doki Doki, we get this concept. This is for choosing...
winter uniform.
Oh, this is for picking Sayori and Monica when you try to pick who to go for the weekend.
That we got by chance because I asked you what happened.
Yeah, that's really funny. Delete Monica's character file before starting a new game. Write a perfect poem for Natsuki. Write all 3 poems for Natsuki. This is interesting because like her design looks like way different in this one.
Yeah.
Write a perfect poem for Sayori. Write all 3 poems for Sayori. Attempt to load a save file after Sayori's death. Write a perfect poem for Yuri. This looks like so sketchy though.
Well, because it's a sketch.
Well, I know, but like the rest of them kind of already look like this one. Like this kind of just looks like, you know, the CG, but just as a sketch. This is like super sketchy. Write all 3 poems for Yuri. Delete Monica's character file before she begins her monologues. So just don't even let her fucking speak. Provided in an email communication. A rough concept of what the faceless protagonist might have looked like if he was a real character. Achieve the special ending. Achieve the special ending. Press the skip button while Monica's talking in Act 3. Apparently, if you do that, she's just like, don't do that, that's rude. Call Sayori for help during Natsuki and Yuri's argument.
Everybody got hair extensions.
Tell Sayori you would still walk home with her. Review the files poemwords.txt for any anomalies. Experience Natsuki's play with me scene. That's when she like breaks her neck and jump scares you. Select a corrupt word during the poem game. That just happened by chance. Also, it's really interesting because like none of these were supposed to be characters, but these 2 are like clearly Natsuki.
They're like all the rough drafts of what Natsuki would be.
Yeah. This is write a poem for a different character each chapter, is these Valentine's Day pictures. Mm-hmm. In Act 3, listen to at least 15 of Monika's monologues. This is acquiring all the special poems. In Act 2, make it through the weekend without pressing skip. I used an auto-clicker. It still took forever. Finish all of the side stories. Select the word horror during the poem game. And delete Monika for a second time. So, there's that. That's how you unlock all the pictures, which we got. Also, there was another interesting thing that I want to show off. Mm. So, originally there were 26 songs in here. Mm-hmm. But you'll notice now there's 27.
Dear Sunshine.
So, no. So, there's a thing. So, there's already an achievement in this game where you have to listen to a song in here for 20 minutes. It doesn't matter which one. Mm-hmm. But if you listen to this song over and over again, we'll just listen to it for a little bit.
Do I need to hear both sides?
It doesn't really matter. Like, you know, a nice song. Mm-hmm. So, if you listen to that, like, a couple of times... Oh, I forgot that it always plays. If you listen to that a couple times on a loop, and then leave, and then come back like that, you'll notice that the time isn't 2:55 anymore, it's 1:07. And then when you listen to the song again, it sounds like this.
This reminds me of when you play the X-Files theme in a certain major or minor.
Yeah.
And instead of it being like the usual song, it turns into a very happy song.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, this just like happens. There's no like visual, it's literally just this.
As expected.
And then when you just go back into the sound test, you unlock it as an extra song. So that is another thing that's interesting. We got more mail. I'm pretty sure this was the last one we read, was ethics.
Yeah.
So there's
a lot more.
Has anyone evaluated the side effects that might be caused by sharing a memory pool between multiple VMs rather than allocating them separately? I'm looking at some of the files VM1 is generating, and I'm finding some information that definitely shouldn't be there. I haven't seen any evidence that this is actually affecting the inside of the VM itself, so I don't think this is a priority, but it's definitely worth noting. My best guess is that memory being freed from VM2 isn't getting zeroed out, which technically gives VM1 access to it. All the info I have will go into the issue tracker, but I wanted to check if anyone else already noticed something along these lines. And so it seems like
the memory is leaking into VM1.
Yeah, from the second VM. And this one is untitled or binary data in VM2. I've made some new headway with VM2. Don't get too excited. It's still impossible to establish any kind of stable connection. But it occurred to me that I could at least run a memory dump through some pattern analysis routines to see if we can decipher any digital data from their VM. I didn't want to hog all of the server time on a hunch, but I have some preliminary results that indicate the presence of binary computer systems. Based on this, I'm going to schedule 3 days of server time next week to isolate any chunks of memory that appear to be binary data. If successful, we'll definitely be able to find some encoded text and get our first tiny glimpse of VM2. Don't mind me, though. Just keep going nuts on VM1, and hopefully I'll have more to share soon.
Who said this? Rooster Teeth? Okay.
Yeah, Roteether. And then the last one we got, let's move on. We need to have a meeting about shifting our focus a little bit. We've reset VM1 how many times now? For real, we've definitely collected as much data as we can from it at this point. We just need to work with what we have and try to increase the stability of our connection to VM2. We've obviously gotten spoiled by the ease of access that VM1 offers us, but it's just unrealistic for someone in real life to be granted a level of elevation even close to monitor kernel access. I just got that. Because that pops up every time, like, we reset it. Like, one of them always has monitor kernel access.
Oh,
it's Monika.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what Fuck, I just got that. I'm such an idiot.
Shit, dude.
If we can't establish a stable connection to VM2, then how can we expect to get anywhere when the same scenario inevitably occurs to our own universe? Anyway, thanks to Ro's work, we were able to acquire a few rudimentary logs. I have an idea on how to increase connection stability to VM2 while maintaining weak hypervisor access to everyone inside on an individual basis. Ironically, it has to do with something that they're building in their own VM. I'll go into detail in a more formal report, but some of the log files indicate attempts of theirs to pool together the access potential of multiple individuals into a single parallel unit. It sounds ridiculous, but if they actually get somewhere with it, then we might have a solid entry point that doesn't heavily intrude upon the VM. I'm going to spin up a read-only hypervisor that we can use to test different ideas like this. The elevation level will be set to monitor adjacent runtime level access. Is that like Monarella?
Umbrella?
Ella.
I mean, it spells out Marla.
It does spell out Marla. But I don't think that has any, like, relevance. But anyway, back to the thing that does have relevance.
If they're gonna pull bullshit like that...
Yeah, I know.
I wouldn't be surprised.
The VM will just be named Test VM for now, although the parallel access unit they're building in the VM seems to be called Project Libitina. According to the few logs we have, we can change the name once we actually get a decent picture of it. And that's all the data that we have so far. And then I got really confused because I was expecting to see the achievement for 100% pop up. And I'm like, why didn't it? And then I took a closer look. And there's this. So we had to record again to show this. So test VM, let's see what this does.
This entire time it was a Five Nights at Freddy's game. Scott Cawthon is not gone.
Emotional impulse over rationality by the connection lost.
Reconnect.
Yeah, reconnect, bitch.
Do it multiple times. Der?
Was that it? I waited 2 days for text? Hold on. Have given him the title of Guardian to reflect. Oh my god, no. No fucking way.
Do it again? Oh, is it still going, I guess?
It's still going, yeah. I think I have a feeling of what this is. We have to, like, decode it.
Connecting.
They speak to me. They instructed me to... Okay, I think I understand what this is. So every time we do this, it gives us like one line. So what we have to do is we have to open this over and over and over again until we can have the full fucking thing.
But it's different paragraphs though. They're not all the same paragraph.
You're right, because they vary in length.
Yeah, see, like right here.
Yeah.
It's different. I think this is just random, dude. I don't think...
I'm circular with the focal point in the center? Okay. I'm gonna look up if there's anything to this other than, like, just text. So, it seems like people are still trying to figure this one out. All it is the text. Like,
what,
it
this?
it just gives us random sentences. Let's see what this one is.
It took them 2 years to make up all these different sentences.
Voltage is appropriate for immobilization without risking permanent damage.
Voltage is appropriate for immobilization
Damn.
That's fucked.
Alright, so... Okay.
You can keep going.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep looking at them.
So far, they have... people on Reddit have amassed... They've amassed like 55 different phrases. What's this one?
Of which
dissociation is a symptom of conditioning. So people are still trying to like piece it together, but here's the list of phrases so far. Have died so that those most worthy will be able to ascend. Love for us, the collective triumphs over love for the individual, so a degree of sacrifice. Number of specialized professions we will need to staff, such as additional nurses, reproductive. Material resistant to third eye penetration, electromagnetic. List of which rooms will need doors and windows renovated to accommodate the projected increase in. All have functional reproductive systems, then we could produce new potent children with incredible efficiency, and sudden death would be a less. All your base are belong to us.
All your base are belong to us was one of them?
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
Are speculated to improve third eye potency by puberty. The new. I lied, it's actually hot. By age 5, children testing above the threshold will be transferred to Wing A, which all... And then, there's fucking 40 more of those. If you want to look up what they all are, like, they're on Reddit. Just look like up DDLC plus... This is because in the base game, I'm between Act 1 and 2. This is all stuff that only appears in the game's files between Act 1 and 2. Oh, man. But, yeah. If you want to look them up, they're on Reddit. Just look up TestVM on the DDLC subreddit, and you can read all of them. So, yeah, I guess that's it. I'm a little sad that there isn't too much more to the TestVM. But, whatever. It's still cool that it's included. Gives a lot of more theory fodder and shit like that. Alright.
Just want to do one more.
You just want to do one more for the road?
Hey, maybe it connects for us. I don't know.
The only prison is our material world. The good T?
It's the gate.
The gate? Oh, yeah, the gate. Okay. Well, that's all that this game has to offer.
The gate.
The gate. So yeah, this will probably be just tagged on to the end of the review portion.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed everything, and whatever I said back in the ending of the review portion still applies. Peace.
Peace.